Listen to me for 1 second. If you click this video, you're obviously curious on the 6 principles that I use in my early 20s. The first principle that I use, and I'm putting this one at number 1 because this is something that we should have all learned as we've grown up. So number 1 is being humble. If you're not humble in your life, then there's so many people that are just gonna step over you and really prove to you how little you can be and how little you actually are. Never forget that there's always someone above you. There's always somebody that can absolutely shit on you. Never forget that. In order to be the bigger person, you need to understand how it feels to be the little person. You need to earn your stripes, and you need to understand that time is going to change and that eventually you will get to a position that you want to be in. So many people don't understand the journey or what time could do for you. You must first understand that we all start off at 0. You can't just jump from 0 to hero. The second principle that I follow and helps me the most is not worrying about what other people are thinking about you, not worrying about what other people are saying about you, because at the end of the day, so many people are gonna talk no matter what. You can get to the point of a king and you will still have people talking on you. The biggest reason why you can't let this affect you is because 1, they aren't you. 2, they've never dealt with the things that you've dealt with in life. And 3, they don't think the way that you think. You must understand that getting to where you want to get to, it all starts with taking those first steps. If you're so worried about what other people are thinking about those first steps, you'll never take them. And my third principle, which is actually my favorite, you must get 1% better every single day. You must learn a skill and get 1% better at that skill. This is my favorite because everybody is so fond of the idea that it's gonna happen overnight, when that will never happen. Every single business owner has been in the industry for 5+ years to a decade. So jumping to conclusions will never get you to where you actually wanna be because it'll just discourage you when you start realizing how long it will actually take. And the best thing about this is that you don't have to get 1% better. You can get 3% better in 1 week as long as you apply the principles. Now, my fourth principle applies to everyone in any situation. That's staying disciplined. When you're disciplined, you're not worried about other factors to make you do something. Being disciplined means that you do what you need to do, whether you want to or not. Being disciplined means that even when your initial motivation for something dies out, you start doing what has to be done no matter what. When your motivation dies, your discipline shows. When your discipline shows, progress comes after. When your progress starts to show, your motivation will come back. Being disciplined and getting 1% better kind of goes together because you're working to get better no matter what. My fifth principle that I actually learned as a teenager that helped me so much in my 20s is learning the language of money, learning what certain words mean and comprehending the definitions behind them. I learned the language of money as a teenager because my dream was always to be a real estate investor. Money language also goes into credit, loans, businesses, and even investments. Before I even knew what I was capable of, I was always reading books, watching videos, all related to money. Why? Because I was going to make money no matter what. Understanding the language makes you understand how millionaires make their millions and how millionaires use their money to make more money instead of just cherishing the little that they made. Now, my last principle that I learned and mastered would have to be social skills. Having social skills is so important to learn and master because in order to make money, you need to make deals, you need to make sales, and you need to learn how to network. You need to learn how to talk to higher end people to give yourself an advantage in what you need for yourself. Now, of course, there are ways to make money where you don't have to talk to as many people. You could just sit at your desk, get on your computer, and make your millions. However, you'll still find ways to network yourself, to position yourself even higher in the game. Mastering all 6 of these principles will bring you more respect and more money. Making these 6 principles a habit in your day-to-day life will just expand your worldview and get you higher up in life. You'll live better, think clearer, and be ahead of the game at such a young age. Everybody wastes their 20s drinking, partying, smoking. Don't be those guys. Master a skill, get 1% better at it, stay disciplined at it, and keep moving forward. Okay, fam? Those are my 6 principles that I would recommend anyone in their 20s, anyone going into their 20s, or anyone going out of their 20s. These 6 principles will better you as a person, as a man, and progress you further in life in the direction that you want to go. Never feel discouraged to take those first steps because everybody starts somewhere. With that being said, I'll see you in the next one.